Abel is presenting a note today. We've done one or two others with him.
Thank you very much, Claudia. And I do want to say a resounding thank you to this whole team for the previous deal that we did a couple weeks ago, right before Thanksgiving. Certainly appreciate that very much. So I'm asking 90% of the note value, which is $10,800. There's a snapshot of the final two payments of the amortization schedule showing the interest that could be earned. And then the payments will begin 1/1 of 24.
I just want to make sure I understand the numbers. So you got this property under contract for $6,000, right? Or was it $7,000?
$6,500.
Okay. So you got $3,000 down payment. Would you be open to just breaking even on this and then keeping all the extra payments?
You're referring to the 3,000 down that she put already?
Yeah. So what I'm proposing is the way that I could do this. If so, you already got $3,000 down. I could offer $4,000 to you, but I won't take all 60 payments. I'll only take 17 payments. And so what that means is that for the first, what is 17? Like a year and a half, right?
Okay.
You would get no payments. I mean, obviously you'll get your $4,000 today. And then for the first year and a half, there's nothing because I would be collecting them. But after that, what is 16 minus 17? Because I cannot do that. You would get 40, like a year and a half from now, you would start collecting 43 payments of that 272.42, which means overall you'd end up collecting $11,000, but they'd be broken up in payments.
Yeah.
Would you be open to that?
So what happens if she does wrap this into a construction loan and pay it off early?
Yeah, if she pays it off early, I'm only entitled to the $4,000 that I put in, plus the interest that I've earned in that period. Any dime she pays over that, and she's got $12,000 to pay, any dime over that belongs to you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we'll have, obviously, I know this is weird, and I'm just bringing this on you.
I like it.
But we'll have an amortization schedule, so you'll know month by month, if she were to pay off, you'll know exactly what that value would be.
Okay. I've never heard anything like that before, but it makes
Welcome
sense.
to PMI.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just be easier for me to say yes at $4,000 and only have to be married, to this person for a year and a half than to say yes to $10,000 and I'm, married to this person for 5 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you're kind of creating a note within a note.
Yeah, it's called buying a partial note. So rather than buying all 60 months, I'm only going to buy 17 of them.
Yeah. Wow, super cool and interesting.
That also gives you cash flow in the back end. So after that year and a half, you're just collecting cash flow to the end of that note. So you've already got your money up front, and you got some cash flow at the end of it as well.
Okay.
Or you could probably resell the remaining payments after a year and a half.
Yeah, once I assume receiving the payments again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and at that point, you're going to have an asset that already has a year and a half of seasoning.
Right.
So right now, you're looking for 90%. I'm telling you, you can go to PaperStack and sell that for above par. Once you get that kind of seasoning, you'll be fine.
Right. Exactly.
Goes from a non-performing to performing.
Exactly. So it's less risky for us. You'll get more money in the long run. This doesn't always work. Like some people, their margins, I mean, you did a really good job on this deal. You got it for $6,000, you sold it for double, that's great. But not everybody does that. So this option isn't, if you've only got $2,000 in profit, I can't do anything with this. So
Yeah.
the ball's in your court if you want it. I can definitely make this happen.
Okay. I like that. I think that it makes sense.